Am I wasting my time? I get scared every now and again that this is a complete waste of my time, and I don't know how I get around it. I don't want to fail at this. I want to make this YouTube thing work, but I'm having second thoughts really at the moment, which just sounds daft because I've only been at it 5 minutes. I do wonder if I'm wasting my time. I don't know what else to do with my life if this doesn't work. I know I want to make my life better. This is one of the reasons why I'm doing this. But I am scared that it's not going to work out. I'm fed up of living paycheck to paycheck and not being able to save any money up. It drives me mad. I don't know how people do it. I mean, I don't have a bad life by any stretch of imagination. I've got a roof over my head, food on the table, drive a fairly decent car, I can afford to buy clothes, and yeah, I'm really fortunate. But at the end of the month, I'm waiting for that paycheck again, and it worries me. It worries me that I'm going to be like this. How do I pay for things if I don't have a job? I've only just started paying into my pension at work, so that's going to be rubbish because I'm going to be retiring in a few years' time from work. That's the dream. And my state pension will be just rubbish. So how do I pay for things? You know, I'm in a bit of a quandary at the moment. I'm thinking into things again and I've told myself not to do this. But I thought I'll make a video just to show what I'm like and what goes off in my head a little bit. Although really, believe me, you don't really want to know what goes off in my head. I don't want to know what goes off in my head. But yeah, I've been doing overthinking things. I know I have, and self-doubt creeps in, worry creeps in, that little nagging voice that I have anyway, that just tells me, you're not going to do this, you're not good enough to do this, why don't you just stop, why don't you do something else? Yeah, great, I could do something else. What is that something else? I don't know. I don't know what that something else is. You know, I've said it in other videos, I'd love to know what I want to do, and I've just never known. I don't know what to do. I don't think I'll ever know what to do. I know what I'd like to do, but that's different because that if I won the lottery, it's all ifs and buts, isn't it? If I won the lottery, then I'd know what to do, I think. But currently, that's just so far off, and it's a dream that it's not something that I can really think about. It's not going to happen, is it? It's just not going to happen. I'd like to think it would, but that's a dream. It is a dream. I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, and that applies to my life in general, and certainly applies to this YouTube malarkey. I'm in the tunnel of life, as I can put it. I'm so far into it that it's just pitch black, and I can't see any way out. I don't know which way to go. I don't know. I've got everything. Metaphorically speaking, I suppose, everything's pitch black. So whichever way I go, whichever way I look, there's nothing. So don't know which way to go. And I feel like a little bit like it with YouTube, although not anywhere near. I've only been doing it 5 minutes. But I don't know which way to go with YouTube. So this is why I'm just making these rubbish videos, just talking and hoping that I'll have a brainwave or just a moment of clarity. Something like that something will come to me, and I'll have a brilliant idea that's unique as well. Nobody else has thought about it. Nobody else has done it. It'll all be mine, and it'll be something that everybody wants to watch. So it'll make me famous, rich, and then I'll be able to do stuff that I want to do. If you're famous, then that takes that away, and so you can't do everything that you want to do, I suppose. You can't just go down to shops and do your shopping, because if you're really famous, people will just want to talk to you and stuff. So I don't know, I'm rambling now. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, being in this tunnel, I feel lost. I felt lost for a long time. I've no direction. I've just gone from thing to thing and never had a clear plan of what I'm going to do, I suppose, when I really think about it. And I'm doing a similar thing with this channel, with YouTube, that I don't have a plan. I have no idea. I said it before, no idea where this channel's going. But if I don't do it, I'm going to be disappointed in myself, and I know if I don't do it, I'm going to be disappointed, and I'm not going to give up. I'm definitely not giving up. I just don't know where I'm going in life and in YouTube. Woe is me. What am I going to do with myself if this YouTube malarkey don't work out? Spent the rest of my life working. I can't afford to not work. I just won't be able to afford it. I just won't be able to afford. At the moment, I live from paycheck to paycheck, and if I don't have that wage coming in when I'm older, I'll just be. That really does scare me. That really does scare me, thinking about that. What will happen? I just blank it, I suppose, at the moment. I don't even think about it, I ignore it. And I don't want to admit that I don't even want to think about it. It really does scare me, thinking about what happens when I'm older. And I don't know how I get around it. I don't know how I get around it. I like to be able to retire to Thailand. Mrs. wants to go back. She definitely wants to go back, and I'd love to be able to make that. Give her the opportunity. She spent a good proportion of her life in this country. A good proportion of it with me. Some would say she's very lucky. Some would say not so. But yeah, I'd love to be able to go back. I'd love for my partner to be able to go back to Thailand and be with the family more, and see a brother and a sister and everybody else out there, and a mates, Ken, and spend some of the time in the UK, probably more, I don't know, over 6 months I think in the UK. But for me anyway, that's what I want to do. Because I've looked into it a little bit with my mate at work who's in a similar position. He's definitely moving out in the next couple of years, and you have to be in the UK for over 6 months out of every year, I think, to be classed as a resident, and I still want that, but still would like to live in Thailand. I'd like to spend more time out there if it's possible. What would I do if I went out to Thailand? In an ideal world, and I know that, yet again, this is a dream, but I'd like to have an elephant sanctuary. It's something that I'd just love to have, an elephant sanctuary, and help as many elephants as I can. When I was over in Thailand one time, we were out having some I think we were at night time. We're out at night time, and we were in a big open air place, and an elephant came in with its owners, and they asked you to pay them so you could feed the elephant. Now kids were little, so I took daughter across to go and see this animal and feed. I think she was a female, and feed her. And we did that, and it's so conflicting because I knew it was wrong, and I knew by paying to feed the elephant, that you're just perpetuating the misery that animal is living in. Didn't look badly treated or anything. I can't remember now if it had chained. I think it had chained. I don't know. I can't remember if it was chained, but it wasn't. Must have had something to control it. But I just wanted to go up and be next to the animal, and we're weird being really close to this elephant and looking in my eyes, and I looked in its eyes. There's definitely something behind those eyes that were different to looking at any other animal I've looked at and been next to. I felt really bad actually, and there was nothing. I felt helpless as well. There was nothing I could do. I wanted my daughter to experience being next to it, the elephant, but at the same time, it was horrible. And I would love to be able to help as many elephants as I can. I know there's a lot of stuff that goes off around the world everywhere, and this UK is no better. We like to think that we're a nation of animal lovers in the UK, but we do some pretty rubbish stuff to animals here. There's a lot that goes off that's wrong here, and if I could, I'd love to open a sanctuary here as well for animals. The one in Thailand, well, both of them. I mean, not going to have elephants in the UK, I don't think. But I'd love to help animals out here as well, and and pay the people that help and look after the animals, pay them a decent wage, because they are fantastic people. The work that the people do for charities, loads of different charities, but the one, when I've had anything to do with charity, animal charities, the stuff that these people have to see, and the animals, the state that these animals come in to people, come into the centres, it's horrifying. And they do that day in, day out, and then they do a fantastic job. And I'd like to be able to pay them a decent wage and let them carry on doing what they're doing, and also helping as many animals out as possible. I'd like to do that in Thailand as well. I'd love to have the the elephant sanctuary, and then have lots of dogs and cats and any other animals that need help. That's something that's a dream, I suppose, and that's what I'd like to do. Whether it ever comes off or not, I don't know. But that's something in my life that I suppose I aim for, but I don't do anything about, and I don't know how to do anything about that. I really don't know how that would happen. And I know I need a shed load of money, and just to carry on doing it, I need a lot of money. That's why I need something like this to work out, I suppose, and make good videos about helping animals out. I suppose that would be something else I could do. I really thought about that until now. Need to stop wishing my life away. Done it for so long now, I'm just used to it, and I need to stop doing it. Need to stop saying need, I think. I remember doing my CBT and therapists saying that you shouldn't say certain words, and I think that's one of them. Might be wrong. But I shouldn't be wishing my life away. Shouldn't be going to work and on a Monday morning thinking, can't wait for Friday. You know, and then like just that in-between bit there, you're just like living for weekend. It's not as bad now that I've got this different job, although I've only been there for 2 weeks. So, but it's not. I don't have the same. I just don't have the same feelings in this new job as I did in my last one. But I do feel that I do wish my life away, and it's something. It's a habit I'm going to have to break. I don't know how to do that at the moment. I have just realised I keep saying I don't know quite a lot, don't I? Which is, do you think that? Do you know stuff? Do you know where you're going, what you want to do? Yeah, I spend a lot of time saying I don't know, haven't I? Yeah. Never really thought about getting old until the past couple of years. Till I reached 50. There, I've said it. Never really bothered me before. Thought about it slightly. But once I reached 50, it's like something flicked a switch in my head that made me look at life differently, and I can't explain it. I don't. So I never really bothered about celebrating my birthdays at all. Like my last birthday that I celebrated properly was my 21st. Never, and big milestones like 30 and 40, never bothered. And I never really thought about it. And I didn't celebrate my 50th that much. You remember what I did? Probably went out for a meal. But it's made me think differently about things. And I do feel that I'm getting older now. And I don't know why, because I genuinely don't feel any older. I look older. I've got grey hair everywhere, and I'm slowing down, I suppose. But in my mind, I don't feel old. I just feel like me, really. I just that hasn't changed. But I do think about it more. So certainly for the past couple of years, or 18 months, whatever it is, I've really started to think about getting old. I've not really done anything of merit in my life. I know I've said this before. I'm just thinking about it now. I know I've said it. I was just going to say I saved a baby from a burning building or whatever. I don't know if that's a good way of looking at your life. I've done some good stuff. I've definitely done some good stuff, and I've done some not so good stuff as well. But I've not achieved anything. I can't really think, yeah, I did this and I've done that, because I haven't done anything like that. And I wonder if I've helped people along the way who've gone on to do really good things, and without my little bit of help in their life, they wouldn't have gone on to achieve or do good things. It's like the chaos theory. A butterfly flapping its wings, or it's similar, flaps its wings round on this side of the planet, gets round to the other side of the planet, and there's a hurricane or something like that. I know it's a bit philosophical. I know it's a bit philosophical. I am going to say this. I know it's a bit philosophical, but I think like that quite a lot. And I suppose I think into things too much, and that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that quite a bit, and I'm thinking into this YouTube thing too much. And then I worry about my life and thinking into that too much. And I know it's not healthy thinking into things too much, for me anyway. For some people, it's okay for some people. It's not for me, and it's not healthy for me to think into things too much, and then I start worrying and whittling and all other shenanigans that goes on with it, and I have to try and pull myself back and not do that. But I do worry that I've not done anything. I do. But are you supposed to do that? Are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to be able to look back in your life and think, "Oh, I've done this and I've done that," or is that just what we're supposed to? Or is that just what we think that we're supposed to do? Don't know. I don't know. Repeating myself. I think I said this in most videos. I've said it in past few. I'm sure I have. That I want to retire by the time I'm 55. Just don't give me a lot of time. I better get better at making these videos. Keep saying that. I watched a young lad who were building. I think it was something to do with building a tiny house, something like that. And fantastic, really good. Total kudos to this kid. He's done a smashing job, and he has really done an amazing job. I don't know how he's done it. Well, I do, so I've watched him, but you know what I mean. He made me think about, when I was watching another of his videos, about him being in a job that he didn't like, but he knew he wanted to build his own house, so he saved and saved and saved, and had a plan in his head that at a certain date, I'm pretty sure that he said this, that at a certain date he'd quit his job and go buy some land and then build his house, and that's what he did. And I think him and his brother build houses together, and he's obviously, when you watch him, he's good with his hands. He's really good. And he's also really good. His videos are just brilliant, just so easy to watch, and how he comes across on camera made me just think, I want to do something like that. I suppose that's when, and I watched his videos a long time ago, well into last year, possibly a year before. And that's why I set myself this goal of wanting to retire at 55. So I can't afford to save up any money, so I don't know what's going to happen when I am 55. But I do want to do it, and I do want to make a go of doing all this. I suppose that's what I want to do. Sorry, this video is a bit depressing, a bit down. I thought it'd be good to show you what I'm like when I'm thinking like this. I've got to G myself up and get a grip. I'll link that that lad's website, YouTube channel, in video. I haven't watched one of his videos for ages, and I'm going to do that today. When I get half an hour, I'm going to go and watch one of his videos, because they're fantastic. Don't know if you do this. I've got so many channels that I like, hundreds. I had a clear out a couple of years ago, and I'd got over 1,000 channels that I'd subscribed to. There's just no way that you're ever going to watch all the videos again. Like, you're just not going to do it. So I had a massive clear out, and possibly going to have to do something similar again. But so many channels that I like on YouTube, and I just don't end up watching them. And his is one that I'm definitely going to have to re-watch possibly some of his videos, or watch some of his new ones. And I just thought, wow, I don't know how old he is. I think he's late 20s into his early 30s now. I think he were in mid-20s when I were watching these videos. So I'm nearly twice his age. And so what a good head on his shoulders he's got. I just thought, what a fantastic attitude he has, and very admirable. And I suppose I am envious of how of his whole attitude, and I just thought it was such a good and clever attitude to have, and just way he did things, just amazing. And videoed it all as well. So yeah, I think to cheer myself up and stop myself thinking into things too much, I'm going to do that because I'm going to try and edit this video today. I've managed to edit my last video today, so I'm going to do this one today. So yeah, sorry about this video being a bit down in the dumps. I'm not down in dumps. Just suppose because it's coming towards end of another year, isn't it? You know, and Christmas is gone, and I'm halfway through my holidays, thinking about going back to work, and just thinking, oh God, I just want to do something properly with my life. I want to start enjoying things and helping people out, helping animals out, helping me out. So yeah, sorry for being a bit negative. It's not really negative. It's just me being honest, I suppose. Try and make the next video a bit happier. I shall try anyway. Hope you're all doing well. I really hope you're all doing well, and I'll catch you on the next one.